Well, good afternoon, everybody. We're happy to have you here with us either now or later attending and watching this webinar. Today, we're talking about how to attract online shoppers during the holiday season with Miss Marcia Hudson. My name is Brett Augustine. I'm a recovery business advisor for North Central Texas Small Business Development Centers, which is a leading provider for assistance for small businesses. We are grant funded, which allows us to offer services at no cost to you, as well as many other different services for small businesses and entrepreneurs. We'd like you to welcome today Ms. Marcia Hudson. If those of you that may know her, she has worked with the Small Business Development Centers in Houston, Texas, since about 2015, teaching social media and digital marketing. She is a professor of English at Wharton Junior College in Sugar Land, as well as received education specialist degree from Walden University, attending Sam Houston State University and the University of Houston. As you can tell, she's a well-educated lady, and we're happy to have her today. She's also a professional photographer, and her and her husband specialize in branding and headshots, lifestyle, and real estate photography. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Marcia Hudson.
Thank you so much, Britt. I am so excited to be here today, and I'm really excited about this new training as we all get ready to attract online shoppers during the holiday season. So, we're going to jump right in
Can't believe it's
with
already time for the holidays, Marcia.
I know. Can you believe it?
No,
I mean, it's just time is just going so fast,
it
right?
really
But we want to be ready. And so today we're going to get ready. It's just we're in the holiday season. So today we want to talk about how to attract holiday shoppers during the holiday season. And I'm sure if you're here listening, or maybe you may watch the replay, that's something that you may be interested in. So, as Brett announced, I am Marcia Hudson. I love social media. I love everything with branding and teaching entrepreneurs like you guys how to brand and grow your business. And even as a photographer, we're specializing in branding and things like that. So, as always, I'm so happy to be here helping you learn what you need to learn for your own business. So, what will you learn today? So, number one, we're going to talk about how to attract holiday shoppers with a product landing page. And then we're going to go into how to attract shoppers with themed content. And we'll go into themed content. How to attract your shoppers with a buyer's guide. I'm going to show you, I made a guide myself, how easy it is to, start, make a guide. How to attract shoppers with offers. We're going to look at a few different offers that you can create and how to attract shoppers with special bundles, content, contests, and coupons. Now, you don't have to do all of these things. You may pick one or two for your holiday marketing. And so we're going to lastly, as a bonus, I wouldn't be me if I didn't talk about video. If you know anything about me, I love branding with video because we can actually grow our business and our channels with short videos, like 1 to 2 minute short videos for our social sites. Now, if you want major videos or really nice videos, you need to contact the UHBDC because I think they have someone there who could help you with that. So don't forget to write down your Q&A, your questions. We're going to have a Q&A time, and I love to answer questions at the end. So here are some dates and opportunities that you do not want to miss. We may think they're just, two holidays, but there are quite a few. Right now, we are actually in the Global Entrepreneur Week, and that is going on through November 14th. And basically, you can, market to entrepreneurs, and you can go to Google to find out a little bit more about Entrepreneur Week and how maybe you can get in on that. Another one is World Kindness Day. That's coming up November the 13th. That's a holiday, and you can make, and we're going to talk about this. You can do themed content around that and do some other things also around that. Of course, Thanksgiving is November 25th. And Black Friday is November 26th, but now it seems like Black Friday has, evolved into more than just one day. So some people have Black Friday specials more than just on that Friday after Thanksgiving. And of course, Small Business Saturday on November the 27th. So there are many opportunities for you to attract holiday shoppers because everybody will be online and you want to make sure you're there to be found. Right. And then this whole month is actually National Gratitude Month. So there's so many things you can do. And I like to say be creative, sit down and have some thinking time and some creativity time because you never know what you may come up with for all of these different holidays during this time. So yeah, some thinking time. What makes it hard for you to market your services or products online? Okay, so you know I'm an instructor and I'm a teacher, so I have to have a little quiz in there, right? But think about it, wherever you are watching this, what makes it hard for you to market your services or products online? And not just for the holiday season, but in general. And these are some things that I've gotten or I've heard some of my clients say, I don't know where to start or I don't know what people will buy. What will they buy? I don't know. I don't know if I have enough followers, and I think it's time consuming. So these are some things that people think this is why I can't, market online. But today I'm going to hopefully change your mind on some of that. So hopefully you take notes, you jot down your questions, turn off those distractions. I know we love our phones and sometimes we'll be multitasking. I do it too. And hopefully you'll stay to the end. So the first thing is that we can attract shoppers with a landing page. And I've been doing quite a bit of research on landing page, and I don't know if you know, they're really easy to make. And so basically, a landing page is a special page with your products and services. It's a little different from your website because on your website you have several pages, and then when people go to your website, they may get distracted with your about or your services or your contact or looking at different things. But a landing page is one page dedicated to your products and services. For instance, you can have a landing page with just two products that you are trying to promote during the holiday season. Or you can put two products and a service. Maybe you're a consultant that you're trying to promote during the holiday season. So when you create a landing page, they focus only on those items. So it makes it easy for shoppers to focus. Now, how can you make this? You can make this with Canva, and Canva is free and it's great. I use Canva like every day. And you can email the landing page to your subscribers, your people in your email list, and let them know about your particular products or services. You can also add it to your website if you like. And then after the holiday season is over, you just take it down and you can put your top three offerings on a landing page. So, a landing page idea is something that you may want to look into. You can make it. Not only can you make a landing page with Canva, I think an easy way to make it with Canva, but you can make a landing page with WordPress for free. You can do a Shopify landing page. You can make a landing page with Wix. There's so many places, lead pages. Unbounced, there's just so many. You might want to do your homework on Google and find one that's not too costly. Some of them are free, some of them cost. But once you're done using your landing page, you can just take it down, or you can keep your landing page and just do different things throughout the year. So a landing page is a great way to attract holiday shoppers because it causes them to focus on what you want to sell. Okay, so what can you put on your landing page? Let's say you have a product or a certain product for the holiday. You can put that on there. a service, a consultation. Maybe you have consultation fees, but during the holiday, you may give a discount on your consultation. So that can go on your landing page. We want people to focus on the items that you want to push. You can put a training on there. You can be creative on your landing page. You can let them know that you're having maybe a training, a Q&A, something from your industry, and maybe it's a $27 or whatever. So these are some things that you can put on a landing page. And the biggest thing is, the good thing about a landing page is it causes people to focus on the items that you want to promote. So another thing that we can do to attract holiday shoppers is we can do themed content. So I gave you several different dates for the holidays that are coming up. So you can make content around a product. Let's say you've written an ebook or a short book, or you have a document or a PDF. Well, you can create content around that product, and it's a theme. You could do a series where you have maybe 2 or 3 items and it's a theme. You also want to use keywords in your post. For example, if I was making theme posts around a branding, or I created a journal or a planner and it was on how to brand for the upcoming year or whatever. Well, I would put keywords like branding when I post to social media, or keywords like marketing or branding tips, social media tips. So you want to use keywords because they cause people to find your content. And especially if you use themes and keywords that deal with your themes, people will really find your content. Whether you're posting on Facebook, you can do theme content, or Instagram, or LinkedIn. So these are some things that you can do to attract your holiday shoppers. You can create content and post it to the social sites, like I say, about Facebook, LinkedIn. And I'm telling people now, because I do quite a bit of research and reading and studying and keeping up with the trends, because they're changing so much. Instagram changed like 8 updates in the last few weeks. Facebook has changed their name and their rebranding. It's just changes. LinkedIn, they're making changes. So the good thing about it is, now with the algorithms and social sites, you don't have to be everywhere. You can actually pick one content platform or social media platform and just go all out on that one platform, because there's so many people on there. It's enough for you to build a brand. And like, if you were going to do LinkedIn, you would do your bio, you would do LinkedIn publishing, you would do LinkedIn groups, you would do a LinkedIn slide share. So you would go all in on one site. Now, if you're feeling like, okay, maybe I could do more than one, 2 at the most. So you don't have to be everywhere. And you can put holiday resources on your website. It's like, I'm a photographer, and I've changed some of my images on my website to reflect the holidays. So you can do that in your own industry. Make a few changes on your website, let them reflect the holidays, and then after the holidays are over, you just go back and change your website. So here are some examples of themed content. You can talk about something that entrepreneurs are interested in during Entrepreneur Week. And so we're in Entrepreneur Week for about 7 to 10 days. So your post could deal with something that entrepreneurs are interested in. Most of them are interested in multiple streams of income, making extra money on the side, growing their business, just different things that entrepreneurs wish for and desire. And so you would be a little creative and think, well, how can I make some content from my industry that entrepreneurs would be interested in? Now, another piece of theme content, you can post motivational sayings or quote around World Kindness Day, right? And so when World Kindness Day comes in a few days, you've already planned that you're going to maybe do a motivational saying or a business quote about kindness or something like that. These things attract audiences because they are varied, you have variety, and everybody's online, and content draws people, and it causes people to find you. So it's very important to make a plan. You can post content with hashtag National Gratitude Month, because November is National Gratitude Month. And you can use that hashtag in all of your posts all month long. What does it do? It causes your content to be discovered. Hashtags are great for attracting your ideal audience. And so let's say you wanted to do a buyer's guide. I'm excited about a buyer's guide because I was reading on it. I'm like, this is really great for the holiday, and it doesn't take a lot of time. So you could create a short 1 to 2 page guide. Let's say you created it in Microsoft Word, and then you converted it to a PDF, okay? And it can be a guide. So now you can let people know what your offerings will be during the holiday season in this guide. It's just like when we go to a store, a retail store, and they hand you like a little sales guide or sale paper or whatever. It's similar to that. And like I say, you don't have to spend a lot of time. It can be a 1 to 2 page guide. And so then you can encourage them to buy from the guide for their family and their friends. So if they have a guide, and the guide could be digital also, you can encourage them, oh, pass the guide on, buy something for your family, buy something for your friend. So this buyer's guide becomes not just a guide for the one person, but a guide for the family and for their friends. And so you can even get emails with this guide. I thought about this buyer's guide. So if you made a 1 to 2 page buyer's guide, you created it in Microsoft Word or however you want to create it, you turned it into a PDF, or you created it on Canva, I like Canva, and you emailed it to your prospects or your subscribers, or you could put it on your website as a download, and when they download it, you get their email. So you can even get emails with this guide. There's just so many things that you can do with a buyer's guide. And then you want to make sure on the guide that you put 3 steps of how easy it is to do business with you. So in the 1 to 2 pages, put a little blurb of, it's easy to do business with us during the holidays. Step 1, do this. Step 2, step 3, whatever. So it's fun, it's easy, and people like it. Okay, so you might want to consider a buyer's guide. And if you have a question about this, be sure to save it for the end, because we are going to have Q&A. All right. So, how can you create the buyer's guide a little bit more? And you can feel free to take pictures with your phone, take screenshots with your phone. So, like I say, make a Word document, turn it into a PDF, or you can let an office store do it. You can make or a printer. They can make a digital guide for you. I have a printer here in Houston where I live, and sometimes I will get her to make things for me, like postcards or just different things if I'm going to a networking function or something. So you can get, and she makes great things for me, especially when I'm in a hurry and I can't make it myself. And so that could be an option. You can contact, if you don't want to do it yourself, you can contact a designer on Fiverr, and they can make this 1 to 2 guide for you. It may only be about $10. And of course, you can make it on Canva. So there's so many ways that you can create a buyer's guide, whether you want to do it yourself, or whether you want to let office store do it, or your own printer, or contact someone on Fiverr, and like I say, do it yourself on Canva. So there are just so many options for you. So how can we attract holiday shoppers with offers? Okay, and I really like these offers. So holiday spending will reach record levels this year. Now, I found those statistics on Martech. And according to Martech, holiday shopping is supposed to reach record levels. So we want to be there and get some piece of that pie, right? So some offers that we could consider, because you don't want to do everything. You don't have to do everything, but some offers that we can consider are coupons, gift cards, contests, flash sale. And so you might think, what kind of coupon could I give? Well, you can give a special off of something. It can be digital, whether it's a product or a service. You can make gift cards, or even I've ordered gift cards before from a printer. My printer can make those too, and I can actually give them out. Or you can make them in like a PowerPoint or a design software that you have, and make gift cards and pass those out, and make those gift cards whatever offer you want. You can do contests like a Facebook contest, make it fun. It could be a singing contest, or it could be a dress up contest. You can do a contest on Facebook, free on a Facebook page. It's just so much that you can do, because what are we trying to do? We're trying to attract these shoppers because they're online. And in a flash sale, I really like that they work. And a flash sale could be something that you offer for 24 hours, one day only. It's a flash sale. And you can email your people and let them know that you're offering this for 24 hours. It's a flash sale. Be sure and get it before it's gone. Those work. So these are some great offers that you may consider. Like I say, not all of them, but maybe one or two. Think about it, see what works well for your audience, and look into incorporating them during this season. So here are some ideas for offers. You may have a BOGO coupon, buy one, get one free. You may have a percentage off. Gift cards could be different denominations, maybe $10 or $25. If your products and services are a little bit more, maybe $100. Like I said, you could do a Facebook or an email contest. I actually did an email contest where I ran it through email, through my email, and it was for 5 days. And at the end of the 5 days, everything that they did within the 5 days, but it was based, but you want to always have a purpose. Right now, your purpose is to promote something that you want people to buy. But my purpose at that point was to teach branding. And so in the 5 day email contest, I had people doing things, and I had them posting, and then they would win something each day. And so it was fun, but I had a lot of engagement. Plus, people learned something. The 1 day only sale works well. People are like, oh, I better get this because it's just 1 day. But you always want to remember, give them what they want. Okay. Sometimes when we are thinking about our specials and our sales, I know for me, and what I'm going to post, I can't think about what it is that I want or I think would be good. I have to give my audience what they want. And the way to know that is I always listen to my clients, ask them questions. Well, what makes you, like at the beginning of this one, I asked you, what makes it hard to market online? Well, I'll ask them, what are your struggles? And I write it down. Or why is it, what keeps you from being consistent on social media? And I write it down. Or if you had all of the time in the world, what could you do with your social media? Or what is it that you don't understand about branding? Or, just different things so that I can know. So when I make offers, I'm giving them something that they want because I've asked them, I've polled them, and I've written down their answers. And the main thing with social media, because I'm a social media strategist and a branding specialist, and I help people with action plans. The main thing that I find, the reason why people aren't consistent and why sometimes they tell me it's not working for me. And the reason why is either they're overwhelmed and they don't know where to start because it's too much, or they just don't know what to do on social media, what to post, when to post. And so those are two things that I found out. So you want to make sure you find out what your audience wants and give them what they want, right? So you definitely want to use videos to grow your brand during the holidays. I cannot stress this enough, because people love videos, but it's a great way for people to get to know you, get to put a face behind the brand, get to go behind the scenes with you. And research has shown that people are more inclined to make a purchase after watching a video. And I know this to be true because I order quite a bit from Amazon, and there's so many sellers on Amazon. What if I'm looking for instance, I was looking for a new tripod for my camera. And so I went to Amazon and there were so many tripods, right? And now you have tripods, they can do all kinds of things. So the sellers who had a video, I would go watch the video, and the video showed me, okay, this is what this tripod does. This is how easy it is. This is how easy it is for you to carry around. That that enhanced my purchase quite a bit, and I do that with almost everything. If they have a video, I'm going to watch it, and most of the time I will purchase from that vendor because the video showed me, okay, this is easy. Well, we want to know this is easy. Okay, this is how this works, and of course, testimonials and reviews are important too. So you want to think about using video for branding during the holidays, which could be where you pick up your phone and you may do one a week where you're showing people they're getting behind the scenes, they get to see the person behind the brand. It doesn't need to be but like 1 or 2 minutes with your phone, and then you upload it to your social sites. So I always say choose a day, maybe one day a week. Okay, it's just one day. Have a theme. You could do Tip Tuesday, or you could do Wednesday wisdom, or Monday motivation. You give a motivational saying. So have a theme. It could be Friday fun day. Do something fun, and you can make a video showing a product or demonstrating a product. So you can, let's say you have a product and it arrived, you can do a video showing you opening the box and, showing how excited you are that it arrived. So you can just be very creative with videos, and you can make your own background, a holiday theme. If you're doing something like a Zoom, and I think those are great to do Zoom trainings where you invite people there, you can put a holiday background back there. You can use props in your video that relate to the holiday. And to get some ideas, you can go to YouTube and watch videos on people with props and things like that when they are introducing products for a certain time of year and get inspiration. You don't have to, exactly copy them, but you can get inspiration from YouTube videos. So when you want to develop a product to sell, you might think about one of these products. If you're like, well, I don't have a product to sell, well, you can think of a product to sell. For instance, and all of these products here, I've actually purchased them from someone or actually made them. So you could make a 3-part video, and it can be a 3-part video. Each video can be 5 minutes, and you could sell it because it has value, something from your industry. So it could be a 3-part video for $17. It just needs to be very valuable. And you made video 1, you can make it with Zoom for free. Then you made video 2, you made video 3, and then and for people to actually get those that 3-part series, they have to purchase. It can be $10. It can be something that you develop to sell. You're attracting holiday shoppers, but I like to say you want them to be shoppers even beyond the holidays. So you can do an ebook. An ebook could be 3 pages or 5 pages where you could sell it for $7. You can do a consultation package. If you sell services, you can offer a consultation package. If your consultation fees are normally $400 or $500, they may be half off. A phone consultation, people can pay you for a 30-minute phone consultation because your time is your most valuable asset. And an assessment, maybe you can assess something in your audience's business. For me, I might assess a website, and that's a fee. Or I might assess a social media channel, and that's a fee. So you would just want to remember, you want to always provide value with your product, whether it's a service or a product. So how do you develop a successful holiday marketing plan? And you might say, okay, Marcia, this seems like a lot, but you don't want to overwhelm yourself and you don't want to do all of these things. I just want to give you many ideas so that you can focus on one or two. And some people just pick one holiday market plan to market on, and they do that one the whole 6 weeks. Okay. Some people pick one for maybe 2 or 3 weeks and one for another one. You don't want to overwhelm yourself trying to make things that may be difficult for you during your holiday season, especially if you're too busy. So you may just pick one, but I want to give you so many ideas to be able to pick one. So this is how you can develop a successful holiday marketing plan. So you want to decide on a date that you want to start your marketing plan. It may be in a week from the time that you're listening to this webinar, or it may be in 3 or 4 days. It may be a 10 day, but it may be the second part of the holiday. But you want to decide on a date. What I found for myself, when I write a date down, I pretty much stick to it. If I say, okay, I want to have this done by this date, I actually write it down on my calendar, and it just kind of causes me to gravitate to get it done for that date instead of just thinking, well, I guess I'm going to do this for the holiday. No, it's so good to pick a date and put it on your calendar. You want to decide what your offers will be. And like I say, I've given you quite a few. Maybe pick two. And you might think, well, a contest on Facebook could be fun, or a contest with my email subscribers could be fun. Or you may think, well, I could do a guide. I could make a buyer's guide, or I could do a landing page, or maybe I can make some gift cards or something to give out. But just pick two of your offers, because like I say, everybody's online. And if you're there, I can guarantee you will be found, especially when you use your hashtags and when you're consistent with showing up, whether it's 2 days or 3 days a week. So you want to decide when you will run your offer. Maybe you're going to do a 2 week offer and just do 2 weeks and then take a vacation and move forward for the holiday. Decide on the type of content that you're going to use. You may think, okay, well, we are going to do something around Kindness Day, or we're going to do something that's dealing with Gratitude Month, or we're going to do a lot of motivational sayings, because sometimes the holidays can be very hard on people because of loss or loneliness or other things that they may feel, well, I don't have money to spend. So motivating people is a good thing. So decide on the type of content you want to use. You're going to decide on the days you will run your marketing plan. So you may think, okay, we're going to do Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and that's fine. Or we're going to do weekend. We're going to run our marketing plan on the weekend, 2 or 3 weekends. You get to decide. And then you want to decide, how are you going to reach out to people? And so that's that's something to think about. And I tell people, there's so many ways to reach out to people, and you have to decide, okay, am I going to reach out through social media? I hope you are. That's one tool. Social media is one tool in our marketing bag. And you may say, okay, I'm going to use social media and I'm going to do one platform. But then you may think, well, we're going to do email to reach out to the people, or a podcast if you have that, or blogging, or maybe YouTube videos, or maybe regular short videos with your phone. You have to decide. And I'm huge on planning. Planning is key to everything for me, especially when we're busy, we're wearing lots of hats, and many of us are working and doing other side jobs, and so we have a lot going on. So you have to plan, or life gets in the way. When how and when you're going to reach out. But remember, you don't have to use all of these platforms. Okay, you don't have to do email and social media and a blog and a podcast. That may overwhelm you. But the biggest thing is, if you want to develop a successful holiday marketing plan, it's all about scheduling. and writing things down. At least for me, it's all about that if you want it to be successful. And success looks different to everybody. So this is one of my favorites. You can host a Zoom Q&A, whereas Zoom is free for up to 40 minutes, and you can schedule a Q&A where people can ask you anything about your products or your services or anything about your business or your holiday plan, and then you can give this Q&A live session, and send that link out to maybe 50 people or 25 people, and then invite them to a 30-minute Zoom Q&A, maybe on a Saturday or whatever. All of these are ways to attract not just holiday shoppers, but shoppers even beyond that. And it's a great way to grow your business, and grow your audience. I do something that's called Ask Me Anything. And I have a Zoom Ask Me Anything every now and then. And I'll let my email people know I'm having a Zoom Ask Me Anything. Come and ask me anything. And I have people come and they bring their questions and things like that. I have like live coaching sessions, and it's a Zoom, and it's free, where you get to come and you get to hear me coach on a certain topic, and then you can have a Q&A. So this is a great idea because number one, it doesn't take a lot. Most of us are familiar with Zoom. And if you don't have a Zoom account, you just sign up with Zoom. You can get a free account for 40 minutes, and then it's very easy. Most people are familiar with Zoom. You make the link, you send it to your email people, and let them know we're having a Q&A, a 30-minute Q&A, where you can ask me about this, and this. You can even focus it, and then let them know maybe it's a Saturday, or what, a evening, a 7 p.m. People are home and pretty much getting settled in. It can be 7 p.m. to 7:30. So you can offer questions and answer them, and you can allow people to ask questions and you answer them. So it can go either way. But this is a great way to attract holiday shoppers. So how do we attract holiday shoppers with online tools? Because we have tools other than social media. So you can use content online to attract shoppers, content through, it doesn't have to just be through social media. It can be through blogging. That's content. Believe it or not, video is content. A podcast is content. So you can create the information videos. You can use hashtags because hashtags are searchable, and hashtags cause people to find you when you use them on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. You can use hashtags on all of those. They're searchable. You can create You can use an online tool to give good information about your products and services. So these tools that are, and I tell people don't rely on social media alone, because there are other tools to get the information out about products and services, especially when you're using organic posts, which is free. When you go to post to Facebook and you just post, or you go to post to Instagram, and now Instagram made a change. And this is a side note, which I love it. Instagram made a change. Now you can do everything from your computer. Ah, finally. It used to be you had to go through a third party, or you had to upload from your pictures from your phone. But now you can do everything. You can upload pictures, photos, videos to Instagram from your desktop computer. Hooray, right? You don't have to do everything from your phone. So you can give information, and give good information about your products and services when you are using these platforms and you use hashtags. So you can take advantage of email marketing. That is your best friend, because the people on your email list, those are your subscribers. They are a warm audience. They know you, they like you, and they trust you. And I would really say take advantage of email marketing. You may send an email out once a week or once every 2 weeks. So for the holiday season, you may do three for the holiday season. But email marketing will bring in more money than just social media, because, like I said, those people they know you and they like you. And when people know you and like you, they will listen to you. Now, when people know, like, and trust you, they will buy from you. Okay. So your email list is your warm audience. It's a little difficult to get people to buy right off the bat. That's not a warm audience because most of the time you got to reach them like 7 times, 7 points. But your email list is there for you. You can mark it on your website. Okay, like I talked about, you can make a few changes on there and let it reflect the holiday. But you can definitely do that. You can promote if you have a blog or a podcast. Blogging is great because once again, blogging is evergreen content. And so it kind of lives online versus social media. If you've noticed, if you post to Instagram, it kind of goes down. Then you post the next day, it goes down, it goes down. Well, that's what social media post on social media lasts for a small amount of time. But blogs and podcasts are evergreen. They last longer than social media posts. So it's a great way to keep your content out there longer. I don't know if you've ever gone to YouTube and you were just, looking through videos and you found a really good video and it was like a year old. Well, that's evergreen content. Okay. So blogs and podcasts and YouTube has evergreen content that lasts longer than social media. And I was talking about organic posts, which are free. When we go to post for free, well, it doesn't get as much reach. Okay, that's why we want to use a variety of tools. But when we pay, of course, we'll get more reach. So organic posts is going down. Evergreen posts are great. So you want to think about ways that you could promote. And then you just pick one of these online tools and go all out on it. So you may pick one for social media, you may pick one for email, and go all out on it. And then that way you're not overwhelmed. So a consistent, and I talk about this quite a bit, a consistent holiday marketing strategy will grow your customer base. Okay. And when we talk about customer base, we're talking about the customers who are following you. So let's talk a minute about that because sometimes people think I have 10,000 followers, but are they doing anything? So when we're persistent, we get views, we get followers. For instance, our customer base, let's say Instagram, okay? And let's say you have 2,000 followers or maybe 100 or 200 followers, but those are really not a customer base until we actually nurture them into our funnel. So let's say the first thing for Instagram, somebody becomes aware of you because you posted and they like, oh, I like this page, and they like it or become a follower. But Instagram doesn't let all of your followers see every time you post, right? So now you have these people, but every time they may not be able to see. But let's say Instagram will let more of your followers see when you do a few things like, fix your bio or post consistently or put your hashtags or comment on your followers. Now the follower is a little bit more interested. Okay. We're talking about being persistent. Right now, the follower is a little bit more interested. So now they're curious because they've seen you show up. You've been persistent, and now they're making decisions. Do I want to follow this brand a little bit more? Do I want to learn about this brand? Let me go to their website. You see? So it's a funnel. And then they go to your website and they see your homepage, your about page, your services page, your resources, testimonials are there on the page. And so they're like, wow, I think I like this brand. And now, hopefully, if they get to your website, you have a lead magnet. Okay. A lead magnet is something they can download, maybe a PDF you made on Canva for free. You get their email. Now they're on your email list. They're part of your customer base. You see what I'm saying? We have to use social media to drive people off of the platform and drive them to our social media. Now they're part, because a follower is not necessarily a part of your customer base. And I've been teaching people quite a bit lately that it's not all about the followers. Okay. We want followers, but we want them to become a part of our customer base. So we have to lead them from social to our website. I mean, to our website and then to our email list. Now we can email them and reel them in to become a customer. So if you're persistent, you're going to get viewers and followers. But get this, if you're consistent, your viewers will become shoppers. So you're going to be persistent, getting it going, getting it going, getting it going. Persistent, getting it going, getting it going. But you're going to be consistent week after week after week. If you pick your 3 days, those are your 3 days. You got to let people know in their minds, oh, this is when he's going to show up, or this is when she's going to show up. You see, that's how we get followers to become shoppers, right? So my final thoughts. I hope you have your questions for me. I think I've seen a few pop up. So here are my final thoughts. Okay, you want to try out an offer ahead of time. And we're kind of in the holiday season now, but you can try out an offer for a day or two, see how it works for you. Or you can just kind of go all in and get ready for your plan. I'm excited about just I've been working on holiday offers for a while, maybe about I'm gonna say 2 weeks. I've been working on holiday offers, planning, writing things down. I'm in that stage, and you may just decide, okay, these are the two I'm gonna do. You're gonna go all out. You can decide on your dates ahead of time, and it can be past November, it can be in December, it can even be at the beginning of January. You can decide, well, we're going to do this at the onset of the new year. And so, making these dates and times, they're great. You can use your message to get your audience to your website. That's huge. So your message, which is your content, whether it's in a blog or a podcast or a video or social media, everything you do is your message. I told a group of people the other day, branding is different from marketing. You have branding, marketing, and sales. All I do is study and read. I really love it, but I learned so much. And I was like, let me tell people about this. You have branding, marketing, and sales. And I've been teaching people that they're different. And one comes before the other. And one client was like, I never knew that. Branding is the first thing where you're creating your voice, you're letting people know your message, and you're letting people know what you do for them. That's branding. It comes before marketing. Then marketing is the tools you're going to use to put that message and that voice out there. And then branding starts, then marketing with the tools that you use. Then thirdly are the sales. Okay, so I don't know if I taught somebody that something new, but I learned that new myself. That branding is before marketing. You can't market before you brand. And marketing comes after branding. You have to use tools for marketing, more tools than just social. And then sales only come after those two. So when we're missing a step, it's hard to get the sales. Okay. So you got to use your message to get your audience then to your website. And then once they get to your website, I'm hoping you don't want to just have, it used to be where it says on your website, sign up to get news and details about our newsletter. Nobody does that anymore. Okay. Sign up to get updates and specials on nobody does that anymore. People want a lead magnet, a freebie. Okay. And before they give you their precious commodity, which is their email. So you want to have a lead magnet on your website, something that you give away for free of value. It doesn't need to be long. It just needs to be valuable that they would give their email for. I have lots of lead magnets on my website, branding and workbooks and guides and things on Instagram. They can just download them for free. but I get their email. Okay. And so when you get their email, you're building a list. You don't want to take advantage of people's email. You might send an email once a week or once every 2 weeks, but your email is not just selling, selling, selling. Your email offers value within the email. You may offer tips in the email, but yes, you can sell in the email too. So people look forward to opening your email. So they didn't just get your freebie or your download for nothing. They got a taste of what you offer from your freebie. Some people call it a freebie. Some people call it a lead magnet. Some people call it a lead generator. But what it is, it's just a little piece of the pie, a wonderful piece that people will get their email for. Now they're on your email list, and now you can nurture them and email them and pull them even further into your, I like to say, your community or your tribe. Let them know, let them get to know you, the person behind the brand. And so when you are actually making these offers and you're creating your marketing plan and you choose something for your plan, people need to get to know the person behind the brand. Sometimes post about you, your business, why you started it, why you love it, why you're passionate about it. Sometimes you can post about your interests. You're interested in some of the things that your audience may be interested in. Maybe you have hobbies. Post about that. Maybe you like fishing or traveling abroad. People love getting to know the person behind the brand because in actuality, people do business with people, not businesses. Keep that in mind. People do business with people. People will buy from you when they like you. I don't think you buy from people that you just don't like. Okay. It's like, I don't really like this person, but I'm going to buy from them maybe. But for the most part, you like to buy from people that you get to know. You get a good feeling about them. You like their personality. It just helps. It just helps. So let the people get to see the person behind the brand. We're not just all business, business, business. There are many other aspects to us than just business, 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 right? And so when you're thinking about your plan, as we move forward, when you're thinking about your plan, you want to think about, how can I put this together? How can I attract so many shoppers? And how can I get them to be shoppers beyond the holiday? And so that's something that you want to think about. And before we take Q&A, I do want to thank you guys for coming today. Thank you for staying to the end. And there are ways to connect with me. And like I say, I have a lot of free things on my site. But I want to leave you with this before we move into Q&A. Think about what can you do different for this holiday or getting ready for the new year? What can you do different? And I've been talking to people about change. And I posed this question to a few people. Do you want to relive 2021 in 2022? In other words, do you want to do the same thing that you did in 2021 in 2022? Or do you want to attract new shoppers, not just for the holiday, but for beyond? Or do you want to maybe take your business to a different level? And I think somebody put on here about a blog. Do you want to start a blog? Or do you want to have a podcast show? Or do you want to really be consistent with maybe picking one social site and going all in? Well, if you don't want to relive 2021 in 2022 and you do have goals that you want to change for your life or, your business, the biggest thing that you can do is learn more. Learn more about it. You're coming to these webinars, that's great. But this is just a small amount of time. You have to take the next step and learn more about what it is that you want to do. That's what I do all of the time. So thank you guys so much for coming today and spending a little time with us, whether you were live or you watched a replay. And we're going to take a few Q&A, but don't forget that the SBDC, the ones who put this on today, they have many programs, they have many webinars, so much to help you guys as entrepreneurs grow and brand and build your business. And I hope that you make a great marketing marketing plan as you move forward for this holiday season. So if we have any Q&A, we are ready to take those.
And we do. And thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Marcia Hudson, as always, bringing to you great concepts and putting them in order. Hopefully, that was as good for you guys as it was for me to understand that it's the whole series of planning, Marcia. Thank you. I'm already getting applause, by the way, from some of the audience. But let's take a couple of the questions. The first one out of the box was, yes, you mentioned it earlier. How do you start a blog? If somebody hasn't ever done one before, can you give them some tips on how to get started?
For sure, that is a great question. So I really like blogging, and the best way to start a blog is I would just say there are like 5 steps. Okay, 5 steps to starting a blog. Number one, you want to think quickly. I know I'm not going to take too much of your time, but number one, you want to think of a topic or a theme, okay? Because that's before you do anything else. You might say, oh, I think I want a blog. So do you want it to be on fashion? Do you want it to be on lifestyle? Do you want it to be on travel? Do you want it to be on branding? So you want to market, because you don't want to blog all over the place. So once you think about your theme, what you want your blog to be on, and then secondly, you want to decide, where do I want to host it? Okay. Now WordPress is huge on for hosting blogs. WordPress is free. All right. So now you thought of your theme. So then you go to WordPress, or you can Google WordPress and blog. And so once you go to WordPress, you can set that up for free, because WordPress was actually developed as a blogging platform. Okay. And so once you go to WordPress, and thirdly, WordPress will have all of these themes. It's free. And then it just walks you through the steps. Okay. And so it's free. And then you pick a theme. And your theme is going to look like the face of your blog. So if I go to the website and type in whatever your name is, don't forget you want a nice name. Like I have one called Marcia Hudson blog. Okay. Keywords are very important. Don't make it something hard or difficult that people can't search for. So you have your name, you have your theme, you pick a theme, and WordPress has so many free ones. And you may say, okay, I like this one. So you're on the WordPress platform, and they also have tutorials. So if you get lost, and YouTube helps too. So you're on the WordPress platform and you picked the theme. You have your name, you have you know what your niche is going to be, whether it's lifestyle or fashion or travel. You have what your niche is going to be. You've gone to WordPress. It's free, and you picked a thing. Now you have to do is start your content. Okay, so you can actually let's say you're going to write a blog on how to travel safely during the holiday. So you type your content out, and you add an image. You always want to add an image, and push publish. It's just that simple. And then how do you let people know? So now that you've created this blog on WordPress, because it's going to give you a URL. All right. Then you can highlight that URL if you want, send it to your email people. It's like, oh, check out my blog. Or you can add it as a link to your website page and call it blog. And when people click, they will see your blog. So then every time you decide to go and make a new blog, you just go to your WordPress, go to your theme. It's already going to be there, and and you just publish your next one. Okay, your next blog. You may, if you're doing travel, you may say 3 great places to travel during the holiday season or whatever. So now you have your second blog. It just kind of goes down. You put an image, and you always want to use an image. I like Unsplash for copyright free images. They have a plethora, a library of images. Put an image, next blog. So now highlight their URL, send it to your email people. Now ask them to subscribe. Every time you post, now they will get it. So it's just really like 5 steps. You want to think of a name, go to WordPress, get your platform. Number 3, have a theme, okay, a niche for it. Pick one of the WordPress free templates. Number 4, and then number 5, just start your blog and promote it. So it's pretty much that easy. But if you need a little bit more, YouTube is wonderful.
So YouTube University still is a thing, huh? Okay.
Yes. Oh my gosh. If
Uh,
you type in how to start blogging, you will be there all day looking at wonderful videos.
well, I guess that's a good start. Thank you. That actually gives us all a good place to start for those of us who've never done a blog. I would probably call mine just blah, but that's just me, you know. What is that? Blah, blah, blah. That was Brett. But here's another question for you. Could you please expand on how the changes in social media platforms impact how you use them?
Oh, that is a great question. I'm in the midst of doing a lot of research. So for now, we know some things, okay?
Mhm.
So, because of the changes, it will affect how we use them. Let's start with Facebook, okay? Right now, we don't know exactly, but Facebook changed their name to Meta. And Facebook is trying to develop an augmented reality kind of thing. Like when you order something at Amazon and it says you can see how this rug looks in your house, and then you can
Speaking of
put it,
rebranding too, right?
and they're rebranding, so we don't know everything yet. But however, I did read from Mark that Facebook groups are going to be huge for helping. It's going to affect us in a good way for helping small business owners grow their business. So the changes are going to affect us. Some are good, some not so good. But the good ones are with Facebook. Facebook groups is going to make it where you can even have shoppable and subscriptions in your Facebook group. You can have subscription. Then you can have shoppable posts. If they click the post, it can go to your page and shop, which I need to do a webinar on Pinterest because Pinterest is going to be great for anybody who's selling a product to be found because it's a search engine like Google. So that's going to be one way that's going to affect us. That's Facebook. I don't know how the Facebook that we know now, how that's going to affect us yet, but I do know groups are going to be much better for us. Also, if you're a small business owner, it's going to be better because Facebook is going to give more traction to small business owners to help them grow. And then thirdly, of course, low cost ads are going to affect us, and that's going to help too. Now, when you look at Instagram wants to do this is how their changes are affecting us. And I've been reading all of this. I got this from Adam Kasuri. He's over Instagram, even though Facebook owns it. But Adam says that for Instagram, the way it's going to affect us in a positive manner is that now you can actually you don't have to have 10,000 followers to swipe up. I don't know if you've heard of swipe up. It used to be you couldn't do the swipe up and let people go to your page unless you had 10,000 followers. They took that away. So you don't have to have 10,000 followers for the swipe up. So now if you have your one link on Instagram and you want more people to find you, you don't have to have the 10,000 people. You don't have to have a swipe up. It's a link sticker. Okay. So if you go to Instagram and let's say you make a story or something, and you, let's say you were selling a product and you're like, oh, here's our product for the holiday. The link sticker actually, this is new, lets you put a link to your website. So or whatever page. So now when they see your product, they can click the link and go to another page. That's one new thing that's wonderful. It's called a
That's
link
huge.
sticker. It's
Yeah.
wonderful. Secondly, what I love is now you can do everything from your desktop. Oh God, that's wonderful. You can upload pictures and videos on Instagram from your desktop. But Instagram has gone more so from just a photo sharing app to creating, and this is what Adam said, creating a more shoppable, beneficial social site for creators and people who sell products. Now, thirdly, and it's the last one, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is doing a lot of things to help business owners. You got your LinkedIn publishing, you got your LinkedIn features where you can feature other things. You don't have to pay for premium for this. You have your LinkedIn slide share, you have your LinkedIn video. So LinkedIn is trying to move more from just that resume type thinking
Mhm.
to more of a entrepreneur platform. with the publishing, because if you publish to LinkedIn, it's free. You don't need a premium. You're going to have content that's so searchable. So you really want to look into LinkedIn publishing. And it's on everybody's page. It just says write an article. You see? So
Yeah.
those are the ways that the changes are going to affect us. And then I'm doing a webinar on in December, how to develop a strategy with the new changes for 2022. So that's what I'm working on. It's kind of in my head, but
We're
it's
looking
coming out.
forward to seeing it.
It's coming
Um,
out of my head, and it's gonna go on well. I'm gonna promote it, but those are some changes that are going to be good. But we have yet to see what Meta is going to do.
yeah, we're all expecting big things from that, as well as you in the upcoming year to help us keep on top of it. So I'd just like to end this particular part with the last question, if you don't mind, before we go on to tell everybody about some of the other webinars coming up. Uh, you mentioned early on in today's presentation about contests. Can you give us 3 great contests we could all use for the holidays,
Oh my
just as
God, that's
examples?
fun. That's fun, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so one contest. Let's say you're going to do them through Facebook, okay? Because that's the easiest. You can create a Facebook page for free from your Facebook profile. You can create a Facebook page, okay? And you can run all of them in there. One contest could be where you have people make like a video in their little holiday sweaters and they have to upload it.
I love
That's
it.
a
I
good.
love it.
They have to make a video. Everybody will be doing it, but you got to let all of your people know about the contest. So you can make a contest where everybody got to wear a holiday sweater and make a little video, right? And it could be on anything. And then you can have a contest and give away something small. A second one is people love this. You could do a singing contest. Now this is one where people have to sing part of a song. It could be a holiday song. It's like, what is it called? America. What is that thing? America, where they sing at that.
American Idol.
Yes, yes. It's a mini American. I read about that. It's called a mini American Idol contest. And so you can have a contest where, they're singing and you can decide, who wins a small gift or whatever. So you got the video contest with they got to make a video. You got the singing contest where they can do, like the mini American Idol. And then you can do a third contest where if people don't like videos, they have to, post something that could be funny, or they can post something that is, I read about this, a trivia. They can post like a trivia question and see who can post, the most questions, or who has the best trivia. And so you can do like a trivia or even a game where you can make it where a game and people have to answer questions and put the answer up there. How many people responded to the post? So it's 3 of them that I've read about. And there's one with the game type, trivia or whatever. One with the with the video where they have to wear a tie and make a video. And the third one is like the little mini American Idol thing.
I
But
love it.
I think the one that would be easiest if you just want to do one and fun, let them do a video where they have on something holiday and they could just make a video. It could be
Sure.
anything dealing with the holiday. They could be standing up in front of the sofa or in the kitchen, but you have
Speaking of the
to.
kitchen,
Yeah,
there's a good one,
I
right?
know. So
It
you
had
can. It needs to
best
be fun.
recipes for the holidays, and everybody vote on their favorite holiday recipe.
That's right. You can do
See
that.
there, you've
So
already got the juices flowing.
I
I'm ready to
know,
go.
I know. And the easiest way is to do it through a Facebook page. It would be so much fun to do it through it. But another thing, you're creating awareness too. Because as long as people are in there doing things, you're creating awareness. So you have fun.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Marcia. We really appreciate it. I'm going to briefly share everybody a little bit of information about some upcoming webinars as well and say thank you so much, Marcia, for joining us today and being our representative for the holidays on how to get just even more clients. And not just for now, I noticed you continually promote the idea that this is a long-term relationship with our clients that we're trying to create. We're just enjoying them for the holidays. So
Right.
thank you so much for that today. And for those of you that are joining us later, if you have any questions, please feel free to go ahead and put them in on an email to us at the SBDC, and we'll be happy to send them off to Marcia and try to get your questions answered. And with that said, upcoming on November 10th, Telling Stories, Everything You Need to Know with Lorna Kivy coming up. On the 11th, Mission Success with Veteran Businesses by Rebecca Schultz. Rebecca Schultz is also going to be back with financial negotiation workshops for business owners, all business owners, on November 15th. And on the 17th, delivering your presentation, How to Perform Like a Pro with Lorna Kibbe again. So as you can tell, this month is full. There's more coming up. Please check our website. If you see the QR code here at the top, that'll send you directly there to do it. And just a reminder, we are grant funded, and we also have some people we'd like to really thank: the Small Business Administration, the state of Texas, North Central Small Business Development Centers of Regional Office, as well as North Central Texas College. We thank all of you for joining us today. And if you need time with a one-on-one session, as you go to that link to our website, you can do that as well, not just for education, but for maybe sitting down and counseling with an advisor so that you can tell them what it is that your business is looking for and how we may be able to help you. So we look forward to that. Thank you for joining us today, and please continue to join us for all of these extended, wonderful workshops like today. Thank you, Marcia, and thank you everybody for
Thank you.
today.
Thanks for having me. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.